This afternoon, this is Dan Lawson. I'm in Clyde, North Carolina, and we are going to speak with Mike Poor, the CEO of the Hayward Regional Medical Center here, and we're going to talk to him about trade and manufacturing in the area. Thank you, first off, Mike, for taking the time to talk to us. We know that you're busy, and we appreciate the time that you're able to give us. Mike, can you explain to us the relationship that your facility here has with the mills in the area?
We've always had a very strong relationship with the mills in our area. Specifically with Evergreen Paper, we have 5 paramedics that are on staff. They are on the hospital staff to take care of any incidents or any needs of the employees at the paper mill. So they staff 24/7 at the mill to be able to take care of any needs that the employees would need at the mill. But beyond that, we have a relationship on a business basis, and the fact that we treat many of the patients and their families, and many of the employees and their families when they become patients. We provide all of the health care for this county, and we are proud to do so. And we're fortunate to have such a large employer in our county that helps support our hospital and support the community.
Now, being a community-based organization, the hospital here, serving the community, what do you think would happen if for any reason that any of the mills would have an extended downtime due to market-related conditions, or, worst case scenario, if the conditions of the economy got bad enough that any of these facilities had to close? How would that impact your operation here?
It would have a devastating effect because, of course, it would affect the economy locally, and it would affect our hospital directly, because many of the patients and their families that in our hospital come from either the paper mill itself or many of the industries that support the paper mill. If those people were to go away and have to find jobs elsewhere, then we would have to lay off employees in the hospital because we would not have patients to serve. And that can be devastating too, especially when you're talking about healthcare services, the specialists that are needed to support many of the needs, pulmonary, cardiology, those type of services, we would no longer be able to support in our area, and that would be devastating for all of the residents of the county, not just those people that work at the mill.
Now, you are also involved with the Chamber of Commerce here in Clyde, and the Chamber understands what the overall impact to basically the county economy if all of a sudden 1,200 employees are now out of work. Speaking for yourself, what would you think would happen to the smaller businesses in the area? Would they be able to survive, or would it be a struggle if all of a sudden that big chunk of payroll was removed from the county?
I think many of those businesses, and we represent 400 businesses in our county, many of those businesses would be hurt tremendously, if not closed altogether, because there's so many businesses that are directly related to the mill, but are also indirectly related to the mill. So restaurants, grocery stores, gas stations, all of these people that support the 1,200 employees and family and the services that they give. So we at the Chamber understand that it would be devastating for our local economy and would be very hard to recover from.
Now, this grassroots movement that we're trying to do here in down here and across the nation, in Wisconsin, New England, what we're looking for is to get the laws that are already on our books to upheld, so that we have a level playing field and so that we can have a middle class with good manufacturing jobs. If you were able to tell the powers that be that make the decisions on these international trade cases what should happen to help this area, what would you tell them?
Well, just, help our mills that they can compete on a level playing field. I think that's very important. Many times, and I know there are a lot of people in the country that look down on mills because of pollution or whatever, but our mills in our area have been good stewards. They've been a good part of the community, and they've protected the resources that we have in our community, and they continue to do so. So they're good stewards of not just the resources, but the environment in our community. And if they were to go away, it would be totally devastating. I think the devastation that would happen would not be able to support the schools to the extent that are supported today. Again, the healthcare, of course, that I'm directly relating to, and many of the services such as fire, police, and other services that depend on a taxpayer base, a voting taxpayer base, that's very important to our community. So we've always worked very well with the mills locally and specifically with Evergreen, and we are glad to be a partner with them in many things and working in our community to make our community better. Like I said, our mills have been good stewards, good neighbors, and they continue to strive to improve technology to make sure that they are doing the best they can in our community.
Mike, I really want to thank you for taking time out of your busy day. I really appreciate it, and I know that everybody back at the mill would also appreciate it, that you're stepping up to say these words.
Absolutely.
We appreciate it.
Okay. Thank you, David.
Thank you. Bye now.